Hey guys, what's going on? As promised, I'm just going to give you the dream. Just start right off the bat. Please make sure you like and subscribe so we can get back to going live like we used to. I don't like to ask that. You know that I haven't asked it for 2 years. But now that we're back in the back in the Stone Age, no F word, no F bombs. My bad on that. But it really does tick me off. I need you, or I need you guys to get my, if you need my name out there, we can all go like live like we used to again. This is, I'm trying to make this fun, like a playhouse, like where we can all talk openly and have a good time. But come on, they were just really did not want me to have that. I feel like they did not want me to be able to talk to you guys about my truth, and it's crazy. I'm gonna leave it alone anyway. So the dream. Okay, in the dream, I wake up and I'm in a full body harness. Okay, and this full body harness, it was as if like I was laying down, and when I woke up, it went like this. It drew me forward, like I went from being flat to being drawn up, and now it's able to move my arms, legs, and everything else. So I was like, oh, what's going on here? Like I knew that I was like kind of like I felt like trapped, but this dude comes out and he goes, "Don't look at me! Don't look at me! If you look at me, it's gonna scare you. Don't look at me. The twins will be out here in a second, and don't let them scare you. They're not here to hurt you. They're just gonna get you back to where you're supposed to be." And I was like, "Where am I, man? What's going on here?" And they're like, "Well, you're not where you're supposed to be. You're just you've been averted or something like that. Like that's the terminology that he used." And I felt as if my soul had been ripped out of my body on Earth and brought somewhere else and put into this body, which was in a harness. And so anyway, and that makes sense with how they would be like if there was a mass, taking of people from Earth because something crazy was going to happen. There's no way that they'd be able to take all these bodies. I don't think they'd have enough room on a ship. But if they're able to take the soul and then put you in a body, a host, whatever you want to call it, they could do that. That's something that I think is possible. And especially if you looked like them, they were making you one of them. It would work out better when you got to your destination, other than being truly an alien to them and their culture maybe saying, "Oh, these humans, man." It's very possible they might do that. Like the way that the Nazis used to look at the Jews, like they may look at us like that. But anyway, so these little twins come out, and what was crazy was they're very white, very very white, but they weren't grays. Like the grays are gray, but they have like a whiteness to their skin, especially the ones that I dealt with the very square looking face, with the real almond big eyes that were almost to the back. That was real. So anyway, these little beings came out and they had very very round heads. Their heads were very round, and their eyes were so they're like I have brown. My pupils are brown. Their pupils were actually pink in color, and the whites of their eyes was very like bloodshot looking to me. And I remember thinking, I was like, damn, they must be up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the way that they looked. And you know, the dude that was behind me was like, "Oh, don't you can't think like that. We know that you're not from here, but don't judge anyone." I'm thinking, like, I'm thinking, but thinking it to him like, I'm not judging. I'm just, that's how human beings like we look at everything as or I think that we all do. Most of us do. Anyway, so the little beings came down and they got next to me and they touched some buttons and they went over to a computer and they came back to me and I was like, what is going on here? And the beings looked at me and they were like, they did this thing where they're like that or something, like like a salute. And the person was like, all right buddy, we'll see you again, that we always come and see you at some point. And I'm like, all right, okay. And so boom, I get shot back into my body, and my wife is waking up, and she's like, "Oh, they took you tonight, didn't they?" I was like, "Yeah, man. How could you know that?" I was like, "They definitely just took me, and I was definitely not here. in this room with you at least. And she said to me, she's like, I know when they take you now because it looks like you're having a seizure and that like your eyes roll like back in the back of your head and stuff. She's like, but I can tell that you're not having a seizure because you're not like, I'm not fighting it. I'm not biting my tongue or anything like that. And yeah, even when when I went to the hospital, they tested me for it this last time if I had any seizures recently, and they said no. And there's a chemical that's released when you have a seizure that they'd be able to see that, and they said no. But it's pretty crazy that they take you like that, man. They really like they bring you out of this body and they put you in another one. Um, but yeah, I wanted to just get that to y'all. I wanted to talk to y'all about that, my alien abduction spirit. This is just one. There's many more, but I wanted to give you all this one as like this is how my I perceive the way that they take me at least. The people they may take in physical form. That's very possible, but that's not how they take me. So. Anyway, I love you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I really would like to get back to the normality of us being able to shoot questions at each other, talk to each other on the regular, and be humanized to where you're not watching a video and having to ask, the comment box, which I don't mind doing. It's just more fun when I'm able to talk to y'all like in the now and answer your questions in the now, and you can actually like see that I'm not lying to you. I'm being sincere. My eyes are on you guys, and I'm not drawing a story from somewhere else. I'm not making something up. I'm just telling y'all how it is for me. But I love you guys, and we'll talk soon, and I can't wait to do that. So I'm sure maybe I'll get back to y'all tonight. Good night, y'all. Good day. Have a great day.